Alright, hello everybody, this is Nick from the ArcadeHunters.com. Welcome into my home. Yeah, I got a Deadpool. How you doing out there, folks? I know it's been a while since I've taken a video. I've been very busy. If you can see the boxes, I just moved into a new place here in Florida, and I had to get the pinball machine because, you know, I'm a homeowner. Now I want to be a pinball machine owner. It's my first one. So if you guys have been following the videos, you know I was working over at the Pinball Dudes out there in Jupiter, Florida, and unfortunately I had to move. I live up near Tampa now, so if you guys are friends and viewers of Owl Anonymous, I'm about probably 45 minutes to an hour away from him outside of Tampa. And yeah, when I was leaving Pinball Dudes, I was talking to Eric, and Eric told me, he goes, I know Deadpool's one of your most favorite games. They're going to be doing a run in March. Do you want me to get you on the list? And I said, yeah, put me on the list. I said, hopefully if I have a place to call my own, I'll have a place to put the game. And we ended up doing a deal over with our friend Marshall over at the Little Shop of Games, and him and David came this past Monday, and they dropped the game off, set it up for me, got the box, took it all inside, did a really good, very professional, guys. So if you guys are in the Tampa area, make sure you check out Little Shop of Games, and if you're in the Southern Florida area, make sure you check out the Pinball Dudes. All great guys that keep this little hobby of ours alive, because it has been insane. You know, I know that the channel is called Arcade Hunters, and with everything going on, it's very hard for us to go out and go visit all these places. But now that, hopefully I heard that they, no, I don't want to do a lot of pandemic talk on this, but I heard in a few weeks they're going to be pretty much 16 and up for the vaccinations. So after I get everything done, I want to go out there and give a lot of love to all the places that really need it because of everything that just happened. So if you can see over here on the couch, I have set up all the stuff from the goodie bag. I already put the keychain on with the Deadpool head, but you can see it's got some of the extra stickers, some extra little keychains. It's got the price cards. Now, the one thing that I was a little pissed off with, it didn't have the, if you watch on the thing over here, it'll be playing how to play, and when they show the Deadpool machine, it has a specialized Deadpool prize card, but they don't have that on these, so I guess that's something that they have custom. Maybe you got to make it yourself. But yeah, this one was built on March the 11th. It has their born on date, so we'll have a birthday video for Deadpool. And I decided to go with the Pro model. The Pro model is pretty much one of my most favorite versions. Once again, art by Zombie Yeti, designed by George Gomez. I got the banner when I was over at Pinball Dudes. They gave me the banner. So the Pro model has the Chimichanga truck. It has Deadpool and Dazzler. If you go really close, you can see she's stepping on one of the zombies in the I'm sorry, one of the vampires in the vampire disco multi-ball that they have, and she ends up shooting all the lights and burns them all up, which is really cool because Tim Kitsero is in the game. Hopefully we'll get up to him. The Pro model is definitely my most favorite version. I decided to go with that, save a couple of bucks. I'm pretty sure I've had the premium on the channel before. We had a premium at Pinball Dudes, and pretty much the biggest differences are where it says Dead and Pool over there for those targets. You have to spell those to start your different modes in the game. Those are drop targets on the premium and the LE. A lot of people like that better. They said it makes it a little harder because the ball has that bounce off of it. I really don't care that much for it, but the biggest difference is over there where Dazzler is, because when you go up this ramp and you go along the back box, it has, right next to the katana, it has a special metal ramp that's a diverter. And what that will do is, certain modes in the game, you get what's called a disco loop. And instead of having the little toy of Domino over there, sorry for the AC was just kicked on, but Domino's not there. There's no toy. So what happens is the ball will feed on the katana ramp, and you can loop and hit that shot. over and over again, and you do your disco loops. On this one, you pretty much, you just maximize the spins on there, and you'll have a disco jackpot. Right there, you can see the little Deadpool egg. Got it right there. Also, when you get into the disco loops, there's a disco ball on a stick that glows, and the other plastic characters on there, the Wolverine, the Colossus, and Dazzler, are all regular, like, kind of like plastic toys. So I really didn't care for that. They didn't really do that much with the lighting on it. They are not, like, if you're wondering if they've added anything special into it, everybody in the glass, no, they did not add the lights into the ball trough. I know some people, that's a popular add-on. I was talking with the guys over at Pin Stadium. I would love to get a Pin Stadium for one of these, because you can see when you stand back, just where it's the middle, where it's Deadpool's eyes, and that lets you know the multiplier's ready. It's kind of dark right in the middle, so especially like when you get into some modes and it shuts off a lot of the lights, it's kind of hard to see when you're doing, so it's definitely a game, unless you have Pin Stadiums, not to play it in the dark, keep the lights on. But what I really love about this game, it's just, you know, it grew on me. The first time I played it was over at Modern Pinball, and it was on the very early code, and there wasn't a lot to do to it, and the other problem was a lot of the modes would lock you in. So if you see where he's got his katanas, all those red diamonds, those have a katana-rama feature where you shoot the ramps over and over again, and you start getting a ton of points. That was basically like you got locked in. Same thing with Wolverine. There was a Berserker Rage. Now with this newest update, they have it that you can bring some of those into modes with you, so you get a lot more scoring opportunities. You can bring little Deadpool multi-ball. Sometimes you can bring in the regular Ninja multi-ball. I'm still figuring out how the hell you light Ninja multi-ball for a second time and get the light the locks again, because right away everybody said, why did you get Deadpool? It's got my favorite shot in pinball. So right there, it's got the lock shot, and you just hit that loop and it goes right up there and feeds into the katana. I'm telling you, I think it's like the second or third shot I ever did on the game, and I was just like, how the hell did he do that? The geometry on that is just so much fun. I really love it. It's something that, you know, if you're a pinball fan, it's easy to say, like, you like that shot, but if you're kind of an outsider and you're wondering, like, what makes a pinball machine, it's just that, as Keith Elwin says, that kinetic satisfaction that you get from it. And it's just something that you get from a pinball machine that you're not going to get when you're even playing even some of the best video versions of it. You know, shout outs to Zen, and even, Zen/Pinball Effects, and even the guys over at Pinball Arcade, who pretty much are, I think, pretty much done with all the pinball stuff. They're not really doing that much of anything. They pretty much will announce some other stuff, like, it was like a bowling game or something. I don't care. I want pinball. But I've got the tripod set up. I'm using the phone again just because it's a little bit easier. Sorry for the mess over there in the corner. I'll lock it in. Here, I'll get back here. You know, that's one of the things that, you know, I would love to have the whole setup that all the other streamers have. And yeah, you can hear the fan. That fan, the fan in the game, I know pisses a lot of people off. There's a couple of aftermarket mods that change the power supply, and you can change the fan in it and stuff like that. So I guess if you have like more than one game, like when we were at Pinball Dudes, you could hear a lot of the games all going off at the same time. But we'll also show you for the when you're on free play, this is the only way you can activate it. When you hold down both flipper buttons.
Is anything happening?
You get this.
Feel my legs.
You get the standard mode, you have the competition mode, and the brand new DJ mixer. So if we hit the start button, we can go into the DJ mixer and hit the boom button. It's a bunch of different stuff. So you got George's Jams, you got Zombie Yeti Rock, Tanya's Toots for typing. So there's all the music, all the original music that's in the game you can listen to. And they've been putting that on pretty much all of the stuff on there. Yes, there's a Katana-rama polka that's very hard to get in some of the games. So let's start up a game. I don't have the volume on that loud. I also turned the kicker off for the free game, pretty much because I don't want to piss off my neighbors. So here we go.
Well, If you insist.
And I also have the
Use the flipper buttons to select top lane skill
I
shot.
also have it that I shut the backboard off.
Before super skill shot.
Let's go for a regular one. And this. Big ups to Marshall and his brother David. They came over, they helped me set the game up. Really nice guys. I also, one of the other things in the that I should point out, since it just drained that fast, over in the goodie bag, they do have the little plastic nubs for the outlays. So if you want to make them a little less hard and your game lasts a little bit longer, you can put those on, but we never put those on. I told Marshall, I said, don't put any of that stuff on. I said, make sure the tilt bob's in there. I don't want to hear anybody saying like, oh, he's playing the game without the tilt bobs. Even on my own personal pinball machine, I'm still not going to shake it up that much. So we are building up our team ups that we have. So right now I have Dazzler, which gives us more time, and I also have Colossus that's double points. But you really want to get Wolverine in here, because Wolverine will get you in. There's a snick shot, which I forgot to talk about, of course. I've done like 4 versions of this video. That's one of the most important shots in this game. Is there's over by where the little Wolverine toy is. There's a target right there, and if you hit it at the right angle, it's going to bounce up and go along and feed into that katana. So if you have a light lock, you would get the lock, but also get your playfield multipliers. So it reminds me of Doctor Who a lot, because that's one of the games that I know that is like very dependent on having a big multiplier. That in that game was a third flipper that you would use to just do these loops over and over again, and it would do 1.5 times value and stuff like that, depending on which doctor you had. So, I mean, I could play this game for an hour and a half. I could beat all the villains. I could get into the Mr. Sinister clone multi-ball, and I would have a garbage score compared to somebody that might have gotten their stuff up to 5x and had that going. So, a lot of me talking, not a lot of me playing.
Didn't take that personally.
Yes, I did know. So unfortunately, like, you know, people are going to be asking, like, oh, what mods are you going to put on it? I was thinking about the Pin Stadium, obviously, because it does really add a lot to it. I've gotten to play a few games that had Pin Stadiums at Logan Hardware in Chicago, and it really adds a lot to some of the games that need it. Deadpool, unfortunately, is a game that does need it. You know, other games that have brighter playfields, like Game of Thrones and the Stern Indiana Jones, I would never put a Pin Stadium on those. Those are, unless like you're playing in like absolute darkness, because those games with all of them, especially like the new Indiana Jones, when you put LEDs in that thing, it seems just way bright, and some of it's like way too much. But there's other games where that's pretty much the whole theme, where it's dark, because it's like a game like, let's say, the Stranger Things that just came out last year. It's a dark game, and what's really good when you add that functionality in, if you buy the UV kit, which I know, I don't know if Stern still has them. I know that Pin Stadium is special, one of them. You would have to write to them and ask them if they have that still available with the UV light in it. But that thing just looks really cool when you're playing it, and just the lighting of it.
I'm hungry for chips.
Gotta get our shimmies ready.
Never leave home without your rocket launcher.
Choose your battle.
We'll do saber tooth. Because of course some of the modes are easier if you have a multi-ball. I pretty much prefer having multi-ball ready for some some of the other modes like Juggernaut, because he will beat the piss out of you because you have to bounce back and forth between hitting the Deadpool shots to taunt him, and then you also have to shoot the lit shots. And not to mention, you know, spelling out boom, hitting that boom button, and then you pretty much will guarantee you one of the shots that are still on the playfield. Not that good of a game for me, but I got up and I was like, let me take a video because I'm off today and get a video ready for you guys. Like I said, it's been a long time. Might try to do some streaming of it. So we don't want to get little Deadpool yet. We don't want to. We want to get in the battle. I waited way too long for that. And we're gonna end up getting little Deadpool Multiball. I didn't do that, but little Deadpool Multiball you want to have with one of the modes, which is like I think it's White Sullivan says it, or George Gomez says it, where they want something that they call for the more novice fans. They want a mode that's close to the flipper. So little Deadpool is very easy to get. You just have to drop those drop. You gotta hit those drop targets. Hit the drop targets. What the hell? And now we got our Berserker Rages ready, which means we definitely have Wolverine completed. So if I have Wolverine completed, that means I want to go right for Mystique, because he will do double damage to any villain that you're fighting, and when that's with Mystique and you get a nice, you rip the shot, or just roll the shot, that'll get her down to about half health or kill her almost instantly. Just right there. Boom boom combo. I don't think it counts, but I get a second ball. They also did a lot of stuff in the game. Since I last played it on camera, created the
Deadpool wins.
Oh yeah. Now say Deadpool is the greatest.
No.
Nice shot, rookie.
But they changed up how I think it's you need 40 or 50 weapons, which are the combos that you shoot, and then you collect them at the scoop to get the mech suit multi-ball. So they had that in the game finally. So better mech suit multi-ball is always a good thing, because the music in the game is fun, the graphics are fun when you start playing it and it's all bouncing around. Alright, so this is going to get our little Deadpool Frenzy. That makes the lights all go crazy every time you hit something. It's all 100 grand, so that's always good.
Amazing. Always wanted a Johnny 7.
Choose your battle.
These old Deadpool's on the street, he's bouncing. We have one more shot to get our ninja multi-ball, and I want to bring that in with the Juggy. I've been debating on putting the game into the quote-unquote family mode. What happened was I was reading on Facebook. I follow George Gomez's account, and he was saying how someone had complained that. Let's keep going. I don't get it. Someone had complained that one of the rewards that you get when Deadpool collects weapons, he says, "He who has the most blasters is a badass." And somebody complained saying they didn't like the word badass, so he said, you know, even though Disney, who we have to get all the rights through because, you know, they own Marvel Comics, you know, they have to approve the script, so they were like, the Disney stuff is fine, but we will still, we will mute that line, we'll change it with something else, so you don't have to deal with that if you have a sensitive family that doesn't want to hear the ASS word. So, folks, right there, I am Nick from the Arcade Hunters. I want to thank you so much for watching. Hopefully it won't be long until we have another video for you guys soon. So, thank you very much all watching again. Also, George Gomez, if you're out there, you're watching this, I have to get in touch with you. I really want to get a flyer of the game to get autographed by the team. You know, this is my first game, so I'd love to have something from it to basically go with my my Beatles one that I have, that I got from the launch party in New York City. So there you go, folks. That is a look at the Deadpool Pro pinball that I own. There's many of them like it, but this one's mine. So thank you, folks. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and take care.